coach.
Here
Timmy!
we go.
Bobby motherfucking Petrino! What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Yes, sir! Timmy's not having a good time today, guys. I want to know. Speak on it, bro. What's up? What are you thinking?
I mean, there's so many things, and I don't want to sit here and just ramble. So you jump in, cut in.
Are you gonna give me a fucking morality clause situation?
I mean,
Like all you guys care about is winning.
No, right off the bat.
Right.
Right off the bat, I am going to say what I said weeks ago.
So we've had this conversation before.
I said, yeah, weeks ago, he has no character. Bobby Petrino has no character. And I said that on Ty's show. I've said that on ours. And people are like, oh, stop bringing up the character
I've heard you say that
issue.
a few times.
But the fact is, he has no character, and that hasn't changed. Evidence of that, he took a job with UNLV while waiting on an offer from Texas A&M.
That was pretty shitty.
I mean, I listened to people today, and they're like, well, we don't know if he's changed from when he was here before. Maybe he's a different guy. No, we do know. UNLV was the proof. He's still the same guy.
I don't give a shit.
I don't care. Like, here's the thing. Like, I'm happy that it's not Pitt's job, because when you say character, I look more towards the head coach for that kind of thing. I don't really care about the character of everybody else as long as they're winning.
Man,
Yeah,
I just don't think like Bobby's not going to be in the same kind of limelight that he ever was with he's a fucking OC, dude.
It's a 1 year. He's a 1 year coach and a 2 year gig.
Right.
So he's not going to get 2 years. He's a 1 year coach in a job that requires 2 years to prove out. And that's what I really, really think is the worst part of this. Because, I mean, character aside, you want someone who wins. But
I'll take a little Urban Meyer to win, you know what I'm saying?
He was at Texas A&M this year with better talent and more money to spend than what Arkansas has. Arkansas announces on the same day as Bobby Petrino that they want the fans to pay the NIL.
It's kind of smart. Mizzou's been doing that shit for a minute.
You can't
tell me that that's going to be the only people that pay the fucking NIL. They're going to do something separate also, but it gives the fans a chance to actually do something with it.
The fans $5 that they're going to put in there?
I think like $50, some shit.
$50? Okay, good.
Oh, it's monthly.
Hey,
it's monthly.
Hey, offensive lineman, there's actually a choice. I went in there and did it.
Did you?
Yeah, it's actually a choice. You can do a one-time or a monthly.
Really? I haven't even clicked it. What's called Arkansas Edge or something?
Yeah, Arkansas Edge NIL. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous on its face because we have major corporations here that we can't get to buy into.
But
this
do
program.
they give a fuck about football?
Right. We can't get them to buy into this program, but we want all of the people who are struggling through this current economy to put their money into this program instead.
Well, I don't think they're asking people who are homeless to do it. They don't have the internet.
I'm not homeless.
Look, if there was a Razorback tax
sitting
or something,
on a bunch of,
that could be an issue.
I'm not sitting on a bunch of money. I'm not homeless, but I certainly am struggling more this year than I have in previous years. And I'm not going to take $5,000 and put it in on the Razorbacks. I'm sorry.
I'm not.
No, I want to win, but I mean, I don't want to pay for it.
I think it's a matter of 200,000 people paying $50, or what's that fucking math? $1 million?
$1 million.
Right.
Nah, 10 million, right?
I don't fucking know.
200,000 times 5 would be $1 million. So $10 million.
Yeah. So $10 million. All right, they could do something with that. But it's $50 for 200,000 people. I mean, we have 71,000 people per fucking game, which everybody's obviously not going to do it. But over time, maybe it'll pick up. At least from my view from what I've seen on it, and because somebody was tweeting about this before. They were like, man, look what Mizzou can do. Be cool if we could do that. And then they fucking roll it out. And I was like, well, that's pretty neat.
I mean, I guess, but think about it for a second. You're bringing in a guy to do a 1 year turnaround with average wide receivers on a good day.
You think he's going to keep the wide receivers that are here?
I
don't think there's
do you
a
think the
fucking
portal's
chance
going
in
to turn
hell.
over the entire offense?
It could.
I don't think so.
I think it could.
I don't think so.
Not the whole offense.
You don't have a 4-7 team turning over the full offense. I'm sorry.
There was a 1-10 team that did it last year.
You don't have a 4-7 team turning over a whole offense that is better than the offense they had. Yes, Colorado turned over their whole team. They also had Dion as a coach.
Yeah.
which was a celebrity coaching situation. They're also losing people right and left this year.
They are. Do you see
and
it?
they only won 4 games. It wasn't a massive turnaround. We won 4 games.
Yeah.
So okay, we turn over the whole offense. It's still a 1-year job. We win 4 games and he's gone.
Here's my question. Do you think so if they eat shit this year regardless, they're gonna fire Sam for sure. Do you
And
think
Bobby.
they'd even try? I was gonna say I think he would just be gone all the way. So I think Hunter Yurachek's in a win-win situation to where it's like, hey, we brought him back. This will shut the fans the fuck up. You know what I mean? What has every fan been clamoring for 10 years? Bobby Petrino. You know what I mean? So I was like, because I said it as a joke the other day when we were fucking around. I said the only way he could save the fan base at this point is bringing back Bobby fucking Petrino.
I mean, that's
The news came out today, and I texted him. I was like, I called it. I didn't call him. You know what I'm saying? It was
that's fair, but I don't think it's a win-win for the Razorbacks. It might be the catch-22 or whatever for Hunter Yurachek,
yeah.
but I don't think it's good for the program.
I don't know, man. I can't get much fucking worse. I mean, even if we would have wiped out the coach,
Chad Morris.
Well, I'm just
Can't what?
I get much worse. I said. What I'm saying is, even if you'd have wiped Pitt, you'd have lost everything. So this is probably the best case scenario for it. Even if Bobby isn't who he was, because he's not. Let's be real here. But if he could even make us fucking mediocre, if Sam can squeeze 7 wins next year, he's gonna save his job.
I don't know that I want that.
I don't know that we have a fucking choice, though.
I don't know that I want that.
Because you think Petrino was their first choice? I don't.
I don't think Petrino was their first choice, but I don't think Petrino was their best choice either.
I just wondered if he was just the one that they landed on. Because he went after Marion at UNLV. And Faulkner, was it Buster Faulkner said he wasn't interested. So it's like, they're probably like, fuck. Supposedly, from what I had been hearing, and just, of course, reading on the goddamn Twitter, but that they had the plan Pitt had was they had their guy, their OC, and then at the last second, he waffled and was like, oh, I don't know, man. And then shit went crazy, and then they started scrambling.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you look at the program, I just don't see how you could come into it with confidence. The mistake was made when Yurachek said Pittman's staying. That's where the mistake was made.
Yeah, he shouldn't have said shit.
Because it's a 1-year job for anybody now, and nobody wants to come. Marion, Faulkner, nobody wants to come be an OC for a 1-year job because it's not a 1-year turnaround.
See,
we talked about this with Ty, and he was like, "Oh, the portal, and now it's a 1-year thing, and look, Dan Enos didn't even make it a year." But I disagree completely. It's not a 1-year thing; it's a 2-year thing.
Yeah,
you get 1 year to get your guys, and you get a second year to make sure your system was implemented right after the first.
I think Pitt's got 1 year or he's out.
I think Pitt's got 1 year, and that's why I think nobody wanted to take it.
Yeah. Well,
Bobby
that's why I thought
Petrino
Marion would have taken it because he's a 1-year guy. He bounces.
But I'm saying Bobby Petrino comes in and thinks, I come in and turn the Razorbacks around 6 games, and I get to leave and go somewhere else and go, look, I made them better than they were, and I get a better job out of this deal. He's a 1-year coach.
I feel like there's a little bit of reciprocity built into Bobby. You know what that is? Law of reciprocity. It's where you do something and someone feels indebted to you. Mm-hmm. I feel like as bad as he fucked us over and everybody's still rocking with him. Did you see it at the Touchdown Club a couple years ago?
I saw it.
I'm just saying, I feel like he's going to be like, I better not fuck
He's
him
not that
over.
guy.
I don't know.
He's not that guy. That's why he felt comfortable coming in with A&M this year, calling a timeout with seconds left and trying to show us up one more time because he's not that guy.
That is fair as fuck.
Reciprocity doesn't mean anything to Bobby Petrino, and that's character.
Yeah. Yeah,
and that's what I'm talking about, character. He doesn't have any. So it doesn't matter to him. He left the Atlanta Falcons players in the middle of the night. Like, no goodbyes, no nothing. Just, see, I'm gone. Auburn. He was interviewing for the coach's job behind the coach's back, trying to say, hey, get rid of him and just make me the head coach.
He needs to do that here.
The dude has no character, and I don't think that changes. The Touchdown Club thing doesn't mean anything to me because I think you are who you are. And that just happens to be who he is.
I just know I feel a hell of a lot better about the Razorbacks than I did about 24 hours ago.
Yeah, I mean, you feel like we're going to win 7 games next year, and that's
If
an
that.
improvement. And that's an improvement. And if we win 7 games, great. Bobby won't be here because he will get a promotion for having turned the Razorbacks around. He won't get a promotion here. He'll
Right.
get another job, and we'll have gone, yay, Bobby used us. I mean,
We'll see, Timmy.
that's why I don't think
I
it's
don't
a good
think he's
hire.
going to
I
be
think
here
it's a horrible
forever.
hire.
I don't think they had many choices.
I don't think they have. I don't think they have. I don't think they have a Bobby Petrino backup plan. Like he could leave.
No, I
before,
don't
he could
think
leave
so.
before the season starts next year. It would not surprise me at all.
He's done it before.
He did it to UNLV. It wouldn't surprise me at all because that's the guy that he is. Someone comes
Yeah.
around and says, "Oh, you're out of A&M for sure now. Sure, you don't want to come to us and not be a part of that program. Why do you want to be at Arkansas?"
Yeah.
And I think he would go, "Oh, you want to pay me more money? Then I'll come."
I wonder what they're
all
going to
he's
end up
about.
paying
It's
him, man.
There's no character to that guy.
I wonder what they're going to pay him, and I wonder how much power he's going to have. Because I think the way Pittman is, he's going to be like, hey, man, go do your thing. I'm going to figure out this O-line. Because I'm going to get fucking fired.
So you think Kennedy's getting fired?
Yeah, I think he needs to. Kennedy's not going to get fired. I don't think he'll be the O-line coach anymore. I think they'll put him in an office job or recruiting some kind of bullshit job. But I do think they're gonna bring in somebody else.
Do they bring in somebody else, or does Sam take over the O-line?
It would be better if Sam did it. If he's the guru everyone says he is, which so far I'm starting to fucking wonder.
It blew me away when they asked him in the press conference a few weeks ago, "Are you going to step in and help Coach Kennedy coach the O-line?" And he goes, I don't really want to step on anyone's toes, dude."
Dude, if I'm Sam Pittman, I'm stomping on everybody's fucking ankles right now because I'm about to fucking get fired from a $6 million a year gig.
There's a lot of people focusing on his "I don't know" answers because he said it several times. Like, how are you
Yeah.
going to build momentum into this next season? I don't know.
See, he didn't
But
say it like
but
that, though.
is-
That's been misquoted so
No,
bad.
he did. And then they
he said, he
did.
goes, I don't know, next question, because he didn't want to fucking hear bullshit.
And then he answered it later with somebody else.
When it was the same guy. It was
but
phrased better.
It's "I don't know," and that's not the first time he's answered a question "I don't know." But that's not the problem for me. Like that's a problem for a lot of people. Is his response initially is "I don't know." Like I don't know what's going on with my team. Like I'm just the head coach. Come on, guys. What do you expect? That's not the problem for me. The problem for me is when they say, "Are you going to address the situation?" And he says, "I don't want to step on anybody's toes."
Right, yeah.
Dude, that's
No.
a problem. You're paying you $6 million a year.
Yeah.
Step on somebody's face if you have to.
What were you about to say?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't remember.
Nailed it.
I'm just here to drink.
That's not true. That's
No,
not true.
I'm just
The
kidding.
only reason Travis is a Razorback fan is because of you. So you have
true.
opinions.
He
This
hated
is your
me
fucking
last
fault.
week. He hated
I
me
was so
last week.
pissed. I just gave up all hope. I was like, I'm fucking done here. Like, what the fuck are we doing, man?
Oh, I remember. So when you're saying he didn't want to step on anybody's toes, was he saying that in the context of he doesn't want to address it like the problem, or he didn't want to speak on it because he didn't want to step on their toes by speaking on it?
He was saying, "I'm not the offensive line coach. I'm going to let the offensive line coach handle that."
Yeah, he did, which he should not have done, honestly.
Right.
He definitely needs some media training or something. You know what I mean? Like,
"I don't know" should never come out of his mouth again.
yeah, make up some bullshit.
Yeah.
That makes him real, though, too.
It does, but also like
You don't
I know you don't want to hear that from your head coach. However, he does keep it real with you.
Could you imagine if someone ran our company and we paid him $6 million a year and we're like, man, this is a fucking issue. How are you going to handle it? And he goes, I don't know. I don't really want to step on the tech's toes too much.
No, but that's a different story.
Hey.
I get where you're going with that. However, it was a bad analogy or metaphor or whatever.
Let's try it this way. Let's say that someone was going to your accounts, your homes, and they were doing a service fee for you, but then they were putting in full garage doors and making their own money on it.
It sounds familiar.
Let's just say that was happening and they were making money on the side. And Travis goes, Jess, how do you want to deal with this? Or you said to Travis, how do you want to deal with this? And he goes, fuck, I don't know. I don't know. We'll just let it ride.
On the flip side of that, I was talking to Ed the other day, and I did bring up a pretty funny point. I was like, how would you feel if you got done hanging a door and it got fucked up and you had to walk outside and KATV's there with fucking cameras going, hey, what happened with that door? What could you have done better for that to not malfunction? And I was like, that would fucking suck. Because you'd be like, dude, I just fucked up one thing. Calm down, motherfucker.
Did that happen?
No, I'm just saying. Like that,
Like, whoa.
that would be...
Who'd that happen to?
That would be fucking terrible. If you like just whatever job you got. Tim, why didn't you sell liquor this week? What could you do to be better? You're like, I don't know.
I get that question every week. I literally get that question every like, what are we doing this week?
Do you feel like Hunter Yurachek doesn't ride his ass enough?
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Like maybe it's soft from the top down.
That very well.
Where he's like, I believe in you, buddy. And he's like, well, I don't know.
So we have like a pull and pray system?
I mean, yeah, basically. It'll work out.
Maybe.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Well, I mean, you look at Hunter Yurachek though, and the guy is just loaded with success. Look at all of our athletic
He
programs.
just won 80 of the year.
Well, look at all of our athletic programs across the board.
Yeah, we only suck in football.
We're competing for national championships everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Except football. You know, and this is his guy. Like Sam was his guy.
You think he's gonna die on that fucking hill, man?
Man, I would hate to see him die on that hill. I would have been like, you know what? I know that we said we were going to keep Sam, but dude, then you went out and dropped.
Got the shit beat out of us.
You dropped a cow patty in Missouri. I can't keep you. You made it impossible for me to keep you.
He fucked himself with that statement.
He did.
Fuck, he fucked himself.
He did so bad.
Because what if this OC thing, like, what if we'd have got somebody from, like, fucking Division II? Pitt would be like, that's the best I got, brother. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, the Bobby Petrino hire is the only thing that would have lit anyone up short of, like, a Marion or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that.
Or somebody crazy high up there, right?
I just don't think it was. I don't think it's good, and I think it was bad on our part because I really don't. I think some of these people might have come. Marion may have come. Faulkner,
yeah.
Faulkner may have come if they didn't see it as a win or go home.
Yeah.
Like I've got to win this year, or Sam loses his job and I lose mine.
Maybe Bobby P just didn't give a fuck. He's like, whatever, I'm old as shit.
I'm telling you, he's playing it for the next job. He's not playing it to be our OC forever, and he's not trying to be our head coach again. He's playing it for the next job.
Most OCs are only there for a couple years anyway.
I don't remember. Did he have ties here before he became head coach? Like,
No, he's a Montana
He's from
guy.
Montana.
Oh. So, yeah,
His Twitter
there's
bio
nothing
even
there.
says that shit. He's like, I'm just a Montana guy, and I like bitches and motorcycles. Yeah.
That's fair.
I sent the thing today to somebody, and I was like, get him a Harley and a burner. Let's fucking go. Like, I don't give a shit.
Did his girlfriend and her probably now husband, are they still at the U of A? Or
I bet they went as far away from the
Man.
U of A as possible.
Boss Hunter Yurachek, I'd buy a little brothel or something and be like, look, man. Don't fucking do that. Go here.
Urban Meyer for head coach, Bobby Petrino for assistant coach.
Hell
We got
yeah.
a brothel right down the street.
Lane Kiffin.
We call
You
it the
gonna
hog
be
pen.
the OC. Yeah. It's all fat bitches.
Oh my god. Hugh Freeze comes for a visit.
Hugh Freeze got a membership.
Oh my god.
You see that whenever they hired Kiffin, the guy like whispered to him, but he's on fucking camera. He goes, "Get a burner, bro." Like, I swear to God,
I didn't see
it was
that.
in the airport. Whenever like Kiffin was coming in, it was so he like bumped into. He was like, "Thanks, man." He's like, "Get a burner, brother."
Hey man. Kiffin's got game though. Did you see the text I sent you?
Which one?
So I was on TikTok.
Well,
And it just said for you, like people not following, but just
The For
something
You
that might
page.
interest you. And Landry Kiffin pops up there. And I'm
Oh, I
like,
did see that shit.
I don't know who that is, but it looked like a funny one. So I watched this TikTok, and about halfway through, Lane Kiffin is in the video with her, and it's his daughter. and it's his whole family. But I was like, damn, dude's got more game than I would have thought.
Yeah, I did watch that. But
Speaking of something funny, someone named Shamar Moore added or followed me on TikTok, and I was like, oh, no, it's not.
oh,
It's
somebody
not.
else.
Yeah.
Damn it!
And I was like, ooh. And I looked, and I was like, I only have 30 followers. No.
Wrong, Shamar.
He's like, ooh, look at those extensions. Like,
We know someone who knows Shamar Moore.
I know, and I thought that maybe because of that, like I was like, oh yes, no, it's not. It's not the same
Just
guy.
not
You're
singing
not the
right
same
song.
guy.
You got to sing that song.
I know,
Right.
I know. I was like, man, maybe my songs are getting out there. Like, who knows? Like,
all right, so stance aside, he wasn't ass at A&M. My question, I guess, is he was pretty mediocre at A&M, but how much of that was Jimbo versus just Bobby? Because like when he played us with Missouri State, he fucking put it on us.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I
So
don't
on the
know.
flip side of he didn't do blah 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 with really good talent, look what he did with lower talent at Missouri State.
But it's a 2-year
I
thing.
don't give a shit. He's gonna try while he's here.
I know, but that's what I'm saying, and that's what I was trying to tell Ty, even Ty and you both. It's a 2-year thing. I think you give him another year at Texas A&M, they're much more efficient with his offense. They're much better at running it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that Jimbo had some hand holding him back so much as his system is not simple. I don't think that he just comes in and can teach it to a high school team.
Yeah.
He's not doing that. So I think 2 years in, Texas A&M's offense would be great. I think 2 years in, he has a significant impact here. But this first year, we're assuming that we're going to replace the trash offensive line that we've ever produced in the school, the worst offensive line that's ever come out of the state of Arkansas, and replace it with a line that can run his offense. We're going to not have KJ, so we're going to have a quarterback that's completely new to running a college football team.
See, I think they're going to bring in somebody from the portal.
quarterback?
There's only so much. First of all, there's only so much NIL to go around. And second, there's only so many people that you can bring in. If you take, and Dion is exactly the example of this. If you take 15 new players on offense from 15 different teams, and you try to mesh them together to run a system none of them have run before, you're not going to get a great result year one. I'm saying Petrino could do it maybe in year two, but they're going to struggle next year. I really think they're going to struggle. And this year, if you remember, I said this year we were not going to be good. And next year, I think fans are going to be like, well, Bobby Petrino's here. 7, 8, 9, 10 wins. I'm thinking 6.
I'm thinking 6 or 7 max.
I'm thinking 6 because we're gonna turn over the whole offense, or we're gonna have mediocre players minus Augustov.
I'm calling it now. SEC championship.
Jesus Christ.
Right there is the typical Arkansas fan. That is the typical Arkansas fan. Bobby Petrino, SEC championship. I don't think so.
Nah, I don't think so either.
I think 6 wins. I think Augustov is not going to be taken advantage of as much as he would have been because that's not Petrino's game.
Yeah. Trino's kind of a high flying type of.
He's a spread.
Yeah.
Pro style and spread offense. So I think it'll take time. And our wide receivers proved that just because you can run a 4.3 and just because you're 6'4" doesn't mean you can catch a ball.
You can run 22 miles an hour.
Doesn't mean you can catch a ball.
We don't measure with times anymore. We measure in miles per hour.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, we had all these high hopes. We had these receivers. They're all taller than everybody. We're just going to throw it up, and they're just going to go get it.
It all starts at that line. If
None
I'm
of it
Pittman, I'm
proved out.
putting every damn dollar I got into that fucking O-line.
Yep.
And
then how are you gonna bring in your quarterback from the portal?
I mean, they got enough money to handle that. You act like Arkansas is poor. We're the 13th highest grossing sports school in all of it. All of it. All of sports.
And yet all they say is that we're the 9th or 10th in the SEC. So where are you going to get the money for your quarterback?
They'll have enough money. You act like, oh, here's $12. We're fucked.
Oh, that's what they're basically saying is that it all went to KJ.
KJ, I heard he got 1.5 million last year.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, that's the issue. Because they're saying that it all went to KJ and he got 1.5 million. Where are you going to spread that out and get a great offensive line and a good quarterback?
Yeah. They need some kind of
1.5 is what you had to give? Come on.
Yeah. Should be interesting.
That's where
Where do they get their money from? Being the idiot over here.
Supposedly like the NIL collectives. I don't know exactly how it works. It's real fucking murky.
businesses put money into coffers for the school to pay out athletes.
Yeah,
more or less.
That was the one Arkansas Foundation or whatever, right? And then it just turned into something controlled by a third party.
Yeah,
I don't know I don't know enough about it. I haven't read shit about it. I just I got the fucking message. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if people step up.
Offensive linemen are the underpaid across the board, which is weird because in the NFL it's the opposite.
Yeah,
like Tom Brady notoriously took pay cuts to make sure his offensive linemen had money,
and that's what KJ should have done.
That's what Arkansas should have done. That's what any school should do. Protect my quarterback.
Joe Burrow bought all his O linemen like Xboxes or headphones or something. The year they won the national championship.
Mm-hmm.
I remember hearing that.
Yeah, which is fucking awesome. You know, I've not heard awesome shit about how KJ was, and I don't really want to shit on him or anything, but I've just heard he wasn't too awesome with his money, like about his money. You know what I mean? It was like flashing money in the locker room and shit like that, and it's just like, that's kind of fucked up.
I mean, I would say, and I read an article actually that was promoting this, like the guy with the money should give some to the people who are taking care of him.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that's a running back who doesn't get as much money but is opening up the passing, or the offensive line who's protecting him. And I agree with that 100%, but that's not the way that I heard it went at Arkansas. I have no knowledge.
Yeah, I only know what I've been told.
I know hearsay, yeah.
Yeah, and I was told that it was kind of a shit show. It's definitely money. That's why people are leaving now.
But if they don't do something about it, I mean, you can't expect us to bring in 5 great offensive linemen.
I just wonder if they're going to cap this fucking NIL at some point or try to regulate it somehow. It's worse than the NFL right now.
They have to.
Because the NFL at least has salary caps. There's fucking nothing. It is what it is. You know? Yeah. She doesn't know much about NIL or any of that shit. We were talking about it the other day at JJ's.
Yeah.
And she's like, huh? I was like, oh, yeah, it's a fucking nightmare. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a alumni body that has a lot of money, like Texas has a lot of oil people. Mm-hmm. You know, we should have Walmart, but not really. Yeah. They can pour money into the school for the athletes. They can just pour it in. So there's no cap. There's no, well, you can only give, like even when you're doing elections, there's only so much you're allowed to donate to a candidate for an election. Mm-hmm. Not for college football. You can give as much money as you want.
Is it because it's so new that they don't think that they're going to get that much?
I think they have a pretty good idea what's going to happen now.
Yeah. Because,
I mean, you have some guys who are making as much as they'll make in the pros in college.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's a mess.
I personally didn't like the fact that they started paying like in college.
I don't
agree
like
it.
You.
It took the passion out of college football, and that's why I liked college football so much more than I like the NFL.
Well,
but now it's getting to where it's like, well,
in my opinion, it's fucking destroying it.
Yeah.
Between the paying the players and the transferring of players, it's really kind of ruining all of college football because now there's no loyalty. The money is the loyalty.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember the kid from FIU that fucking smoked our ass, Mitchell? He was their wide receiver. That kid just went in the portal. Mm-hmm. We're giving $12 and a cheeseburger. Let's get it, baby.
You don't go to school because you love the school anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
You go to school because they offer you the most money, and there's no reason to stay if they don't play you as much as you want, and that's taken away from it. Was it Dubinion? Is that really Dubinion?
Yeah.
On Twitter today, that was like, I'm tired of the portal.
Yeah. He said somebody was he misses the days when there wasn't a transfer portal.
Yeah.
Well,
How long has that been around?
since 2020.
Not a long time, a few years. And
Enough
you
to
were
I
start-
allowed-
haven't heard a whole lot
like-
about it, so it can't be that long.
Enough to start
Like you
stirring
were-
up some shit.
Well,
Yeah.
you were allowed to transfer under certain circumstances. If you had a family tragedy, or
Or a coach got fired.
coach got fired, you were allowed to transfer, but there was no portal for just everybody to transfer and change teams all the time.
You used to not be able to transfer within the same league. Remember that shit?
Yeah,
You couldn't
some
transfer
conflict.
SEC to SEC.
Yeah.
Or if you did, you'd have to sit out a year. Once they took that shit away, it was like, phew, motherfuckers like, fuck this team. I ain't starting. I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because that's the quitter fucking mentality.
Well,
Everybody's-
because every kid thinks they've got to start unless they go to Alabama or Ohio State. Those kids are willing to wait because they know if they only play 1 year, but they play for Saban, they're still going to make it in the pros.
yeah,
Right.
that's fair. Hey, I got some stats on Texas A&M's offense last year with Bobby P.
Okay.
They were 53rd in total offense. Looks like average yards 403 yards a game. Don't hate it. They were 87th rushing offense.
141.
Yep. The hell?
I'm pretty awesome like that.
Okay. Passing offense, they were 41st. Scoring offense was 25th.
25th. Yeah.
Third down conversion was 32nd.
And he was there
Yeah,
for how long?
I mean,
1 year?
1 year, yeah. But okay, 1 year with a fuck ton of 5-star players and like a lot of talent. But again,
So you're not helping your cause here then.
I know he's making me like change my mind a little bit.
Again, if it wasn't a 1 year situation, but I think it is.
Yeah.
Because is 6 games going to be enough for both of them to stay for another year?
Who, Pitt and Petrino?
Because Petrino doesn't stay without Pitt, and Pitt doesn't stay without wins.
I think if Petrino helps them in any way, Pitt's gonna be like, please stay. He's gonna give him a fucking raise.
Yeah, I was going to say that earlier. What's stopping you said that he's a 1 year guy. He's going to come here and say he does like improve our team being here for 1 year. And then he's just going to go to the next job. What's stopping us from being like, no, we want you and like do all that? Like,
Because the next job for him will be a head coach. Because they're not, they take him from the $800,000 they're probably going to pay him. Because that's assistant offensive coordinator type money. And he'll go make $4 million somewhere else or $6 million somewhere else. Why would you stick around here? Even if they give him a raise from 800 to 1.6, that's double.
right.
He still make $4 million as a head coach somewhere.
Do you think that he's tired of being a head coach at this point in his career? Because
No.
why'd he leave Missouri State?
Because it was FCS.
Okay.
Because they don't pay the same.
Oh, so he was making shit money there.
Yeah.
So he
You're not
went
gonna
from, he
make the
jumped from
same
there
at-
to UNLV and then for an hour, and then
and then Texas A&M paid him more than he was making at Missouri State. For sure. As an OC, he was making more than he was as a head coach.
and what if they at least match what he was making at A&M here? You think it'll make him stick around?
No, I don't.
I'm curious.
Because I think the ultimate step is a head coach job. And for him in particular, because he was an offensive coordinator for Auburn. And he was double dealing behind his head coach's back trying to get his job and ends up leaving for Louisville to be the head coach. Leaves Louisville to go to the pros where it didn't pan out, which it doesn't for most college coaches to go to the pros. It just doesn't pan out. And so he leaves them in the middle of the night and comes to Arkansas to be the head coach.
Right.
And even when he left here, he went to Western Kentucky to be the head coach.
I think it would be awesome being an offensive coordinator.
You think he's going to try to steal Pitt's job?
I don't think he would have to try very hard.
I don't think that he will, and I don't think that they'll let him because they're tied together. If Pitt doesn't perform, they're not going to keep Petrino because he's part of that performance.
Unless he pulls an Auburn on him.
Well, but I'm saying if we fire Pitt because he only won 5 games, well, that's tied to Petrino. Like we only won 5 games because he's the offensive coordinator.
Just like the Enos got fired. Enos was the first guy to go.
There's no way that they go, oh, we're firing Pitt, but we're going to keep Petrino. He's part of that 5-win season.
He's definitely tied
gone.
together with him.
So no.
It's intriguing, man. I don't know. I think, like I said, I think we'll be mediocre at worst next year,
Yeah, 6 wins. 6 wins tops.
which is better than
I
this
don't
year,
even have
so
to
I'll
look at
take
the
it.
schedule. I don't even know who's on the schedule besides Texas. I know Bama's not on the schedule, and I think
yeah.
our schedule's lighter than most
And
years.
aren't we? Do we play Florida next year or no?
No,
Or is
we're
it-
not playing Florida, Georgia, or Bama next year. We're playing Tennessee, well, we're playing them at home. We're playing Texas, well, we're playing them at home. We're playing
We're going to get stomped by Tennessee.
Tennessee is kind of falling off.
We're going to get stomped by Texas.
No, the fuck, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
$5
All
right
right.
now.
No, shot him alert.
No, I think we'll lose.
Writing it down.
Ugh. I think we'll lose to Texas probably. I don't know who they're. Is Quinn Ewers staying?
I don't know. I did see Arch Manning was in.
Yeah, Arch Manning's like third string though.
Arch Manning was in Starkville.
Was he? Hey man, I'll be surprised if he don't end up at Ole Miss or something. Isn't that where? What's his relation? Whose kid is he?
He is the youngest of the. He's the youngest of the Peyton and
Is he a brother?
yeah.
Oh wow, I thought he was somebody's kid.
No, I don't think so.
Oh
I think
Manning?
he's just
yeah, he's
Eli?
yeah,
Peyton? Eli?
Peyton and Eli. I
So
think he's the youngest brother of them. I believe.
I didn't know they had another brother.
yeah. Apparently,
I could be wrong.
everybody's all on his nuts too. Fuck man. Arch Manning. Somebody today in the space was like, "Oh, maybe we could get Arch Manning." And Matt Mosley's like, "We're not fucking getting Arch Manning, dude. Stop it. Stop it."
I'm surprised he's not at Ole Miss, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, I am too. But I think Texas gave him a fucking bag.
Probably.
You know, Texas got that money, bro. Anyway, yeah, we'll probably lose to Texas. They're much
Okay,
better
no,
put
he
together.
is a nephew to Peyton and
Okay.
Eli. They have a brother named
Yeah,
Cooper.
I was like, damn, their parents.
they
were
do have
fucking
another
friends
brother.
a
I
long
was
time.
thinking
Yeah.
that's far, but it's not unheard of.
What do you say?
Hey,
Hi.
I'm just listening. And
Well, I will say you definitely have valid points regarding sticking around, things like that. My thing is like if he doesn't succeed, it's not gonna fucking matter. You know what I mean?
You're right. It won't matter. That's why it's a bad hire.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't know what would have been a good one.
I wish the good thing would have been to fire Sam Pittman.
Yeah.
Look,
was gonna say,
the
they're
dude's a
in-
good dude. I don't have a vendetta out against him, but if you're looking at the best overall circumstance, we fire Sam Pittman. You don't make the comment that he's coming back before the Missouri game.
Yeah.
You don't do that, and you fire him,
yeah,
Poor Sammy.
and you hire Chip Kelly.
Yeah, I think they were backed into such a fucking corner with Pitt that like they backed themselves into such a corner that there probably wasn't much of a positive outcome. I'm not mad at the Petrino thing. I do agree with the character stuff as far as him bouncing and stuff like that. That probably is the most logical thing. I don't think he'll do anything stupid like he did before, but I do.
Oh, I don't either.
But I do think he would be likely to bounce if something better came along.
Just my thoughts.
I like it. Well, I'll take it. I feel better about it than I did yesterday. God dang it. That's all I know.
yeah. I mean, we can only go up from here. So,
man.
Chad Morris.
well,
Let's not talk about
we're
that.
climbing the uphill battle right now. So.
I don't give a shit. I'm excited about it. We'll see what happens. Bobby motherfucking Petrino's back, baby.
On that note,
Yeah, on that note.
tomorrow night,
Yeah, Duke game, baby. That's gonna be dope. I don't know how I feel about that game.
she laughs. How do you feel about that game?
I feel like every Arkansas fan feels. We're gonna win.
She only knows what I scream in the living room. God, what the fucking shit?
No, I enjoy watching the basketball games. That's the only other sport that I like.
I like baseball. Baseball's fun,
No, it's boring.
but we're good at it.
I understand, and I'm glad we're good at it, but I don't care to watch it.
I like it.
I don't.
I like it because we win.
I hate baseball on TV.
See? Yes, same.
I like it live.
Yeah,
I'd
I don't
go to
mind
a
it
live baseball
Yeah,
game
it's
anytime.
A lot more fun.
I don't
I
mind
agree.
it.
Baseball on TV sucks, just like golf.
Yeah. I hate golf.
Golf.
Yeah.
I
Golf,
can't do golf for very
You're
long.
you're my best friend today.
golf and soccer and baseball suck on TV.
Yep, I agree.
Soccer sucks anytime.
Yeah.
Oh,
I agree
have
with
a
that.
movie- I have a movie for you to watch.
Is this a soccer movie?
No. We'll talk about that off here.
You got a movie for me to watch.
Hey.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here. Tomorrow night, we back in this mug. We are going to be hopefully watching us beat Duke. We're having a whiteout for whatever weird reason.
Whiteout is so stupid.
Probably
Look at your
should've been-
cans right there.
Probably should have been a
There's
red
the
out.
cans.
Yeah.
That's the example. There's Duke can.
The Duke Blue Freeze.
Oh,
And the Arkansas Red Freeze.
Oh, how about that? Yeah.
And why would you wear white and white out the stadium?
I don't know, man.
That's like making
That
it a
one's all
Duke home
empty.
game.
Oh, no. Yeah, it is weird. Stop! It's mine.
you had to put Arkansas on top.
That is so poorly thought out. I don't even know how to explain it. It's so poorly thought out.
Well, the same guy thought it out that kept Sam Pittman. So there's that.
All right, everybody. If you liked what you heard tonight, and if you're going to join us tomorrow, like, share, subscribe. We need that really bad.
Yes.
Like, share, and subscribe, and you'll get to see more of Travis and more of Jess, and maybe more of me. But we'll see.
See ya.
King, I'm the Vatican, all of a following asking and probably wonder what happened to Travis, a little rapper kid. Been alone on the road on my own now. Now I'm back flipping shit like Simone Biles. Oh wow, the money going mobile. 5G plus, it ain't a freestyle. Gotta be making that cake and I want it right now. Taking the chances I get so piped down.